Paul Weep Grana Weep Ninibong, my friends. Today we are going to be doing another video on a transformer. And I keep hitting that stupid door stopper, with my foot and making it spring around, making really funny noises as I'm talking. Anyway, I'm gonna turn the computer there to show us the transformer we're unboxing today. So anyway, this is Junkion Jalopy. Also, here's a little fun fact. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Weird Al, the music guy, the parody guy who makes weird music, he's been associated with Transformers since the first Transformers movie. Anyway, how he's associated with them is with the Junkions. Because the Junkion leader, Wreck-Gar, is voiced by him in Transformers Animated. But way before Transformers Animated, in the original movie, the Transformers movie, his song "Dare to Be Stupid" was playing whenever we met the Junkions. Anyway, uh, before I unbox this guy, the Junkions are basically Transformers who live on a planet of junk. They end up siding with the Autobots, but yeah, so anyway, the Junkions live on the planet of junk, and they are able to rebuild themselves and anyone around them who is dismantled. So whenever Ultra Magnus gets blown to pieces in the Transformers movie, once the Junkions slide with the Autobots, they decide to rebuild Ultra Magnus. And he's back to normal. He's back to life like nothing ever happened. As if he wasn't blown to pieces. But anyway, another cool thing about the Junkions, they speak TV. Do you speak TV? Because these guys sure do talk TV. They also like dancing and being silly and weird. Just weird little fellas. They live on the planet of junk. And they're just little odd guys. They're really fun characters. Anyway, this guy's name is Jalopy. Because all the Junkions have like broke down car names. Like one of them's called Junk Heap, and this guy's called Jalopy, which is basically a really old car. A really old, broke down car is called a Jalopy, I think. So this guy's name is quite literally Jalopy. And another one of his Junkian friends is called Junk Heap. Trying to remember the other guy, because I remember there's another one. Uh, I believe one of them's scrap metal, but I have no idea if that is actually his name. Don't quote me on that. I think his name's Scrap Metal, but do not quote me on that, 'cause I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, without further ado, let's go say ball weep grana weep nitty bong to this guy once he gets out of the box. The universal greeting. That was see that was said to Jungians and Quintessons in the original movie. You see my little pig figure back here on my desk that I'm keeping on my desk. That was one of the ones I got last video that I already had. So I have one here and one on my shelf. One here as a constant desk ornament. Because this, and the book I'm reading is quite literally the only thing on my desk. And a table next to me that has a drink and a couple other things I need to make videos on. But anyway, I'm going to raise up a bit. Meet Jalopy. And meet this bag of a ton of stuff for Jalopy. Because he comes with a ton of stuff. There's a ton of stuff for this guy. Also, did I mention, you can see a ton of spikes here and here and all over the place on him. Because the Junkions, whenever we first meet them, they're like a group of savages on the planet of Junk. Uh, they their vehicles look like Mad Max vehicles, if you know what I mean. Like they look awesome. Anyway, first things first. Let's see the instructions. And just accordion all of this out. Accordioning it all out. Okay, immediately out of the box. First thing we gotta do, separate his legs. Pull this bit down from behind him. There we go. So now he's got legs and he's able to stand. So now he's able to stand. Next thing we gotta do, dump all of his accessories onto the table. Get these little silver things. Shove them onto his arms. They stick up above his arms, like his little mufflers. Just stick up above him. Next thing's next. His little shield all the Junkions have. Stick that on his arm. So he's got his little tire shield that's covered in spikes too. And we also got to get this piece and stick it into his arm on this side. So he's got a big cannon on that side of his arm. Now we need his two little mini blasters. And stick both of them into his hands. Also, I don't know if you can see this, but the top of it is part of his engine. Because, as I said, they look like Mad Max vehicles, so his engine's sticking up out of the hood, along with all these spikes. So he's got these mini blasters that are his engine. Oh. So yeah, he's got a shield and his two blasters. So he can just have his shield, his two blasters in his hand, and his big cannon on his other arm, if he really wants. Or, alternatively, uh, you could take this big cannon off his arm and attach it into his hand. And now he's got a big cannon on his arm. So now he's got a big cannon on his arm. He can just tell you to like, subscribe, and comment on the video if you like this video already. He's got this big cannon now. I like it better on his, Who's that one flying? But something I really like about this, uh, the thing, this figure already, the mufflers sticking up out of his shoulders. Like, these look awesome. Just from the side, they look awesome too. They're sticking up. Very noticeable. But anyway, they also says on the instructions that you can just do all of that too. But you take the two guns and combine them together, and they form the engine. But the engine acts like a double barrel gun. So you just be blasting twice as fast. I don't know if you can see that, but it acts like a double barrel gun right there. Like the barrel's right down here. But the engine acts like a little double barreled gun they can hold in his arm. So he could just attach the cannon to his arm to shield in his other arm. Attach the other gun into his other hand. And he can just be loaded down with all of his guns. Just ready to fire all of his little silly cannons. His little tiny engine for a gun. We're gonna keep his gun intact, even though you could separate them to turn them into two separate ones. Because, well, it forms the engine. So might as well keep the engine there. But I might as well go ahead, get rid of the guns from him, and take off his little shield. Because look at this shield, it looks awesome. It's just a wheel with a ton of spikes. So he could use it as a weapon and just smack people with spikes on the shield or knock them back with the shield or just block projectiles and attacks with the shield. But anyway, Jalopy looks awesome in robot mode. He does have these big back parts of his feet that are just like rods sticking out of the back of his feet, but it keeps him upright. So I don't care. Let's go ahead and start transforming this guy. The instructions also say to take these off before transforming him. So I gotta take off his big mufflers. Anyway, first things first, look at the back, open up. Open up these panels on his back. Just like that, we have the doors to his car. Secondly, go forward. Put his arms straight forward. And pull them forward. Whoopsie, that was not supposed to happen. Pull those forward without pulling them out of their socket. So pull those forward like so, and then pull all this down. So now his entire chest came down. So now you can flip his head up and over into the back of his backpack he just made with his doors. So now he's got the front of the windshield of his car on the back there. And now we could spin this around. And now the windshield's in front. Next, we raise up the arms, the arm things we had to move earlier. Actually, yeah, we raise those up slightly and put his arms all the way up, forming a Y behind him. And now you just push down on all the front top of the car. So now it's all the way down. That's a cute thumbnail. He's just praising Piggy behind him. Like it's just like praise Piggy, and Piggy's in between his arms as he's praising them. Like Solaire from Dark Souls, just praise the sun, and the sun's in between his arms as he's raising up to the sky. Piggy's in between his arms, so it's praise Piggy. Anyway, so now the top half of his car, the doors and the windshield are all in place. Next thing we gotta do, flip up his feet. Or just accordion back, because apparently that's what we gotta do. There we go. So just accordion those back into place, how it was originally in the box. So there we go. Unfortunately, now he can't stand, because that was his feet. So I'm gonna have to hold him now. And now we connect those together. And we have the front of his car and the wheels. And now we do not even need him to stand, because we connect his feet with the front of his car. So now we got the entirety of the front of the car done. All we gotta do now is his arms. Alright. These were supposed to be sticking out still. The little doors. They were supposed to be sticking out still. So that needs to go where it goes, and these need to connect into place. Okay. Anyway, there's that front of the car done. We just gotta deal with the arms in the back. So the front of the car is done. We still gotta just deal with the car in the back. Piggy's still gonna be in the center of his arms, showing uh, how good the game is, I guess. He don't play the game 'cause it has nothing to do with Transformers. But I love this so much. Anyway, so he's just hooray, praise it. The joke's getting boring now. Anyway, turn it around. Time to see what we do with. And first things first, shove this down. Move those out of the way and just shove that all the way in there. His chest goes into there. So now his arms are just behind him. Uh, turn his arms so that these holes are on top. Flip the hands over to the side so that they are sideways, ready to hold stuff. And now we can accordion this in. There we go. Anyway, this has to go in place. I gotta figure this out because it's not working. Hmm. Okay, anyway, wait, hold on, did I get that all the way in? That explains why. This needs to go all the way in and connect into that. There we go. The chest wasn't connected into there, which doesn't help much, but does a little. Because now it's actually where it's meant to be. Okay. Oh, I see. This is supposed to go like so, and then connect. Ah, okay, I got it. I got it. So this is supposed to go inward. This red piece is supposed to go inward a bit. And just accordion that in. But before that accordion's all the way in, I need to... You know what? Open up again. I'm needing to reconnect his arm to his shoulder. So first I got to connect this inward. Well, that's fun. Of course, just like in the movie, we're just gonna reattach his arm like nothing happened. There we go. All that's good. So now that can go in place, and this can go in place. And now I connect his arm there. And this arm. We almost have it. I just gotta get that other hand in there. But you can see we connected it. Connect that back in place. Pull this up. Connect that back into place again. Fold it over and connect it. Fold it over and connect it. Anyway, I gotta shimmy it into place. And it has successfully been shimmy shammed in place. And boom, it's over there. It's done. His car mode. He's a little car, or maybe a truck, because he's got like a little back piece here. He's got a little back piece back there. He can store stuff, like his weapons and stuff. But also, it just could be a car. But speaking of, we got to see all of his weapon storage you can do. So let's see all of his weapons. The back of his truck bed, as I was saying. Get both of his big cannons and connect them together. Just like so. Just connect them together. And then shove his shield's handle into one of his cannons. And now put the cannon into his truck bed. Alright, I didn't have it together all the way. So now you can put the cannons into his truck bed. Anyway, so just push the cannons into his truck bed, which turns him into a car. Because now he's got the back of his car, the entire rest of the back of his car. And his shield that fell out onto my keyboard can just connect there on the back. Not into the thing, like I said it could. At least that's not where I'm gonna put it. I'm putting it on the back. So now he's got a spare tire dash his shield on the back with his cannons forming the back of his car, or that just filling in the back of his truck. So he could be a car or a truck, depending on if you just shove his cannons in there. Now, next thing we need are these mufflers. Or not mufflers, they make things louder. So, this one goes on this side, and just stick it on the side there, behind him. So now he's got this thing making a ton of noise when he drives. And this one on this side, making a ton of noise when he drives. So he could just be going vroom, just meow. Isn't he cool? Well, you might have forgot about the engine cannon, which you could just set right there on top of his hood. Just his engine sticking up out of his hood, making a ton of noise when he goes driving. It looks like a derby car, or just a junk car, since he's a jalopy, and he turns into a jalopy, a ode junk car. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. See you guys in the next video. Remember to like, subscribe, comment down below if you like the Junkions and like Jalopy here and what he turned into, because I like his car mode a lot. I like his robot mode a lot. And I've grown on G1 quite a bit since watching the G1 movie in my room over and 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 over again for like the past 4 months, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure it was 4 months. The Junkions are cool. Always fun to listen to Weird Al play in the background whenever I'm doing things. You can also see like the fire effect on the side of his car going down the side. And I don't know why I keep calling these mufflers. They most certainly are not. Mufflers make sound less. These are making sound worse. These things are loudiners. I have no idea the real name, but these things make things loud. So this guy going through is just making a ton of noise. Just yeah, anyway. I'm gonna stop making sound effects. I sound childish. Anyway. Also, uh, if you are the wizards, this does not apply to you if you are just a normal viewer who came here for Jalopy the Junkion, who's really cool, mind you. I don't know how much screen time he gets, but just having a Junkion is cool. Because look at this guy's car mode. He looks awesome. His robot mode looks awesome. Everything about him looks awesome. But if you are the wizards, uh, I'm not stopping until you guys come talk. 'Cause I need that back more than you know. And I'm not stopping till it's back until all is won. I need things fixed. I need things whole again. I need all of it as one. And I need you guys to forgive me for stuff I don't think was even that bad, honestly. But you sure do seem to think so. But seriously, I am not stopping until all is won. Because honestly, I need it. I need it back. I need it back. Please hurry and give it back. Because I need it back. Actually, get off that. I have no idea what that is. Instructions. Anyway, so just hurry up and give back what you took. Because I need it back more than you know. And I need it now. So please just give it back. Oh yeah. Anyway, so I was trying to just compose myself. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Hope you like Jalopy here. He looks awesome from above. He looks awesome from the front too. If he just starts driving to you, just